嘔吐物の葉が混じってない。これは心中じゃない。殺人だ。
Hello guys, I'm Skyro, a VTuber who loves Japan anime and culture. And today we are going to have a talk show about this Chinese fantasy anime, the Apothecary Diaries, Cosiliano Hitorikoto. I heard it's very popular in English community, but within the Chinese community, this anime stays a low profile, so it really surprises me. It seems that this kind of story become more and more popular recently. When I first saw the title, I thought it was just like a medical drama.
すごい、あの目さばき見ろよ。
まるで腕の立つ料理人だ。
ああ、とてもかなわないな。
And then, watching this anime, I thought it was Detective Conan.
釣り屋さん、とりあえず博士だけど嘔吐物の葉が混じってない。これは心中じゃない。殺人だ。
It seems that the detective plot will have a very interesting chemistry reaction with different world setting, such as the undead girl murder farce. The murder trick in that anime is very interesting. They use the fantasy creature features to set up the whole murder plan. Well, because I don't want to spoiler, I won't go any further. Anyway, this detective story, or in other words, the mystery plot, combines with the fantasy world setting. This sort of story genre is almost becoming a new trend now, and this trend has come to the Chinese fantasy world this time. Just like this okay, I give up.
Apothecary Diaries.
This anime combines the mystery plot with the Chinese medicine knowledge. It's really impressive. For the 12 kingdoms to
Apothecary Diaries.
Japan anime has a major change on the Chinese fantasy genre. Yep, I consider the Diaries as a Chinese fantasy show too. Because no one in real life will get that high having the Chinese medicine. So, after I finish the final episode, I finally have a conclusion about the
Apothecary Diaries.
It's you, Doraemon!
Momo-sama.
Alright, just kidding. Why I said that Chinese fantasy genre has undergone a major change? Because the anime like the Apothecary Diaries or Raven of the Inner Palace, they no longer focus on the mystery Chinese world anymore. There is no fantasy beast or doubtless priest showing their wonderful magic. Instead, it shows a lot of interesting details in daily life. How a rise of blue rose, toxic reaction with the pink azalea. Mao Mao uses her medicine knowledge to solve the mystery cases. It's very realistic, although the story takes place in a fantasy world. I believe there is a term that describes this kind of detective story. It is called fantasy mystery. By the way, I will take my debut on the 25th of May, 8 p.m. If you're interested in my video, please show up in my debut. I promise you, it will be fun. It will mean a lot to me. Please, please, please. Show up in my debut, please. Okay, that's all for my advertisement. Back to the topic. A fantasy mystery gives me a very refreshing feeling. You know, I'm not Chinese, so this refreshing feeling grows stronger and stronger. Besides showing a realistic world, the Apothecary Diaries also tells the love story in a Chinese style. It's very poetic. The plot and the scene, oh gosh, in some episode I really want to write a poem about this story. Although the story takes place in a Chinese fantasy world, the author truly did his homework. I guess the main reference era is the Chinese Tang Dynasty around 7th century. You can tell it from the hair accessory, futon, and all kinds of that stuff. In summary, it's a Chinese fantasy story with modern preference. Maybe the Japan anime story genre changed along with the audience. 20 years ago, the Chinese fantasy story is more about the big picture, classical worldview, just like the Lord of the Rings or something. This kind of anime around 2000s looks like a great epic song or history show, such as the 12 Kingdoms. In this anime, the author even quotes some classical literature to establish the fantasy world. Very impressive indeed. But recently, this fantasy genre prefers a daily life story more likely, such as Ya Boy Kuming and today's main topic anime. I wonder, does it mean the Japan audience started to understand the Chinese culture and they want to know more about the daily life of traditional China? Well, it's just my personal opinion. Maybe one day I will make another video about it. Maybe the title will be like The Chinese Image in Japan Audience Eyes. Who knows? Anyway, that's all for today's video. As you can see, this video just like a kind of culture talk show, but in anime form. Basically, this style is one of my themes. I will upload the other topic video in the next couple of days. So, if you are interested in my video, please watch my debut stream on 25th of May, 8 PM in Eastern Standard Time. However, it will mean a lot to me. I hope you can enjoy this video and see you next time. Bye bye. This is Skyro channel. Bye bye.